Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down here for this offense. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And now the handoff. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. He'll have to throw it here on second down. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Catch made on the left side. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. The back's got it. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram. And
here's the throw deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Of course, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Silva. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Across the 40. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of his quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Using his legs on the scramble. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Play action fake, looking to throw. The tight end has got it. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And he drops back in the gun. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. He's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to walk through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker, a collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
A running play called on fourth down. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Catch made on the right side. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. With some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he goes down, but the important thing is enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And the Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Ducks offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And they'll use the ground game here. Great, powerful running into the secondary. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's a big first down for this offense. And it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here's the 2nd down play. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And there's the handoff. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball.
And he scores. Touchdown, Ducks. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get and try to add to this lead before halftime? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's up and good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looks to the left, pass caught. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Tackle made after the completion. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. That powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The short completion of the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Second down after that short completion. Oh, A nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
On third down, he drops to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Look, I realize that any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Ducks pick up enough for a first down here. It's a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Van Dyke. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. He'll hand it off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Second down, looking to throw it. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. good, clean play by the defense.
Look to throw it here on second down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Grab down the middle. It's Van Dyke. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Ducks begin a new series here. First and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll take the lead in the second half.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. And they come up with that touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. And they get the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Looking to chuck it again. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on the return, where they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll ride the back again here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. That gain sets up a third down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. Got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
That's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And the Ducks moving quickly down the field here. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to his target. He pulls it in for a big gain. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pocket breaking down. Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody.
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Touchdown, Ducks. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away.
21.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, this quarterback puts it to the big man once again. And I tell you, the matchup with his tight end against this secondary, you know, if they put a corner on him, he's too small. If they put a safety on him, he's too slow. They've been able to find those one-on-one matchups and allow this tight end to have a monster game in the national title.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And is intercepted. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down after that previous play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. So back-to-back plays, nowhere to run. This defense all over their running back so far. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's third down and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you go through the grind that this team has gone through, you learn to realize that your quarterback's going to be able to deliver on critical down and distances. There you go, third down, big-time opportunity to put the...
And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
And I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship? Now you give your opponent a real shot to get right back into the game. Yikes.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood the scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Game moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the ball to the ground. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tie.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And here's the handoff. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff in a single back formation. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He's across the 25. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes the lead 20 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. Well, really entertaining one. It was 1-1 to call. They get the W.